Your opinion on anime isn't valid till you've cleared 500 series.
You know what? Let me go ahead and check my Crunchyroll real quick, actually. 1, 2, 3. Three on.
You know, not like, oh, I've watched 18 seasons of Attack on Titan. That's one show. When you clear at 500, when you've seen the breadth and the depth, then you can start to have a valid opinion. But if you say, I've watched 20 shows, no, you've had a taste, and you're trying to tell me, someone who's watched 1,500 series, how I'm supposed to feel? Slow your roll, kid.
Do I agree with this? Yes and no. I think if you were like on a professional anime discussion podcast, then maybe you would need to watch a lot of anime. 500 shows, counting all the seasons, all the episodes. That's like, do you have like hobbies? Like, do you have a life? Like 500. And I think this guy said he's watched more than that. But I guess it also depends, like, over an accumulation of years. So I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. Like maybe if you do like 50 shows a year, even 50 shows is crazy to me, bro. Even the thought of 50. This guy's talking about 500 shows. See, it's people like him that ruin the, like, not ruin it, because there's all sorts of people in the anime space, right? And that's what makes it so interesting. You know, what I love about New York City is it's just like this giant melting pot of races and you know, backgrounds and you know, different kinds of food and different kinds of cultures, how they celebrate. It's great, man. And it's what makes anime so special. Anime was bound to blow up sooner or later. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen no matter what, because of that formula. Because there's so many, and that's the thing too. He's talking about 500, and like there's depth and there's width. It's like there's different genres, romance, right, horror, psychological thrillers, action. I'm an action anime guy. I love action. I love shonen jump. I love shonen manga and some seinen manga as well. It's like the thought that, oh, now you've watched 500. Okay, say you've watched all these anime. Now you've watched 500. It's like, so you could be a normie who just has binge watched a lot of shows. Like, what about someone who watches Naruto per se, but they love the ins and outs of it? It's not just the show itself, it's the details. It's learning about the author himself, learning about the what it takes to form ideas and bring this story to life, you know. A lot of anime originates from its manga, you know. So like you love the show so much, you want to go back and see the manga, see the ideas, the origins, the original sketches of the characters, the original sketches of the landscapes and all this stuff, and what the author was thinking, and the team, what they put into to you know, be collaborative and just build this world that you are so invested in. Like, there's people, like, I love doing that. I love looking at the ins and outs and the backgrounds, and I love going on, like, one of my favorite YouTube channels that I like is called Archifel, and they're like an anime documentary, a manga slash anime Japanese documentary type of YouTube channel. And I just love finding artists that are kind of like indie artists, kind of. I think they do a mixture of both, like bigger titles and like more like smaller indie kind of creators. And they'll interview them and they'll watch what they do. Like if they're working in an office or they're working at home, working on the manga or working on, you know, writing scripts or drawing too. There's all sorts of artists on there too who love to paint, who love to. It's amazing. I love it. And that's kind of one of. Should I say that? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But my point being is, there's so much. There's such a wide. There's a vastness to anime. It's not just. It can't be as simple as 500 shows. You watch 500 shows now. You're qualified to. It's silly, bro. It's people like him that are like these type of like, well, according to my technological fallacies, my factoids. Like, bro, watch out, bro. Like, no, bro, that's not. Someone is excited to talk about anime and have try and have a discussion, and then this one person comes in and it's like, well, according to my, like, bro, watch out. Like, what are you talking? Like, anime is for everybody. Everybody can be a fan. Everybody could be a fan of one show, and they could go to an event, go to Anime Con or whatever, and just show up to see that one artist, that one creator that they really admire, they really enjoy their work. And maybe they don't know how to articulate, you know, how they feel about the show or the things that make the show special, but they showed up. They care enough about it to try and talk about it. I think that's a fan.
Hey guys, my name's Christopher, and I'm here to talk to you today about a children's book me and my good friend Evan are working on. It's called A Box of Wonders. We're excited to be working on our first book together and eventually give you a story you can share with the little ones. A Box of Wonders is a story about a father occupied with work so much so that he doesn't have time to tell his son a bedtime story. The father's solution? Giving his son an advanced AI box that can tell the boy all kinds of incredible stories. So incredible that the boy is hooked on this box and prefers the box over his father's storytelling. The boy at this point is glued to the mesmerizing stories the box can tell him and doesn't interact with his parents like he used to. But the boy will soon realize that even after all the amazing stories this AI box can tell, it's nothing compared to the loving bond and time shared with family. I'm telling you, man, the book's still a work in progress, but if you guys want to support our book right now, you can start with supporting my Patreon. Just get on your device and type patreon.com/Chris O Ajayi. That's patreon.com/Chris O Ajayi, Ajayi. And you can become a member today. We'll be posting the early artwork of the panels for your eyes only on Patreon. So this is behind the scenes content. You'll get to take a look at the whole story from beginning to end before the official book releases. Well, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. We're so excited, me and Evan, to be working on this children's book and, you know, present it to you guys in the future. Yeah, and so I just wish you have a blessed day, and until next time, peace, y'all.
I don't think you need to sit down and binge 50 shows, 100 shows, 500 shows to be a fan. That's great. I don't even think he thought about that when he said that. Like, he's just one of them people that be sitting down at home. He get the bag of chips out and he just start hitting them joints, like start watching, like, I don't know, hours on end. Now he talking about, oh, you got to watch 500, 15,000 like shows or something to be a fan just because he reached that benchmark. It's like, bro, watch out, bro. Some of the biggest creators, the most well-known anime guys on YouTube, guarantee you they haven't even watched anything close to that amount that you're talking about. But they speak about anime in a way that there's depth to it. They have an understanding of what the genres are that they're talking about, whichever one that they want to talk about, whether it's horror or thrillers or action, whatever. I feel like there's so much more to it than to being a fan, but at the same time, it's very simple. I definitely don't think you have to do a marathon run of 500 shows. That's crazy, bro. That's ridiculous. You know what this dude remind me of? Those people in sports. They love sports so much. They love chatting about sports. And someone new to the game, like if you love talking about football and someone's trying to get into football and they like a certain person, and they trying and you talking about the people and oh, I like this guy on the team, like he cool, like oh, I like this and such about him, and I noticed this and that. Like this dude would cut him off and be like, well, did you watch all their past? Did you watch all their past games, including the 2099 Super Bowl 52? Like he's one of those, bro. Soon as he's on your throat. Soon as you start yapping about that one player, he start asking you more questions to see if you how much you know or not. Then as soon as you like, oh yeah, you're not really, yeah, you should probably not be in this combo. You're not really, bro. Like, stop being such a dork, bro. Like, no disrespect, sir. If you ever see this video, but it's like, bro, chill. Like, 500. Yo, when I saw this video on Instagram originally. I was like, what? I looked at my Crunchyroll library. I got like 3-4 shows on here, bro. I'm actually looking at my Crunchyroll right now. I got Fire Force on here. I'm finishing Fire Force season 3. I finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood already, and Keep Your Hands Off Izukin. I loved this show. This was great. It's not very often It's not very often I lean towards anime that isn't action. So when I do, it's really a leap of faith when I do it. But I was hearing some good things about Keep Your Hands Off Izukin, and I enjoyed every moment of it, bro. That from the intro to the outro, like I love this show. I love these 3 characters that are in here. But yeah, and I got anime that I want to watch. Like I can name 5 off the top of the dome right now. I want to finish Fire Force. I want to watch Vinland Saga. I want to continue Attack on Titan. I want to get back on Jujutsu Kaisen because I think I only watched 1 season of it. And Frieren. I want to watch Frieren. Yeah, man. And I'm just having a good time trying to like get back into anime. I'm just having a good time, man. Anime is for everybody, bro. Anybody can be a fan. You do not need to sit there and watch 500 shows to be qualified to talk about anime. That is ridiculous. But all that being said, I do think that if you want to go up on a platform and you care about feeding people information and stuff, even if you're not like, even if you don't care about feeding people information and all that, I think you should, if you go up on like a podcast that's about anime, like you should know what you're talking about, right? I mean, I feel like you're naturally gonna do that. Like you're naturally gonna like. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that because there's some people who just enjoy watching the show and then they go about their business, and then there's some people like me who like to watch the show and then they like to go find out about the author, and then they want to go find out about the author's team and what was the process of making an anime, what was the origins of it. Maybe they had a manga. What was that manga meant for? What was it about? Like, I want to see the drawings. I want to see the whiteboards with them doing that. Like, there's some people that are like that. 500 shows. Wow. That man pulled that out of his freaking fart, bro. What? And the fact, I'm pretty sure he said he watched a lot more anime than that too, which is insane, bro. But that's how you living, right? So 500 shows is crazy to me, but maybe some people have like watched more than that in a week. I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys think 500 is valid? Do you think there's like levels to it? Because I do think there's levels to it as well. Because again, there's like different genres too, and there's like, there's so much to it. It's like you could be like an anime expert on the action animes, fight choreography. You could be a psychological thriller anime expert, like, oh, the psychology behind Death Note. I don't know, bro. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. With that being said, peace. I'm gone.